Hello and welcome to Cruise1st Luxury Collections, and welcome to the Concierge Lounge, where you can take a seat, relax and let the world of luxury travel come to you. Cruise1st have been in the ocean travel business now for over 25 years and have built up an unrivaled reputation for matchmaking incredible holiday experiences for their guests who like to enjoy all of the finer things in life. This show is dedicated to opening up the opportunities of luxury travel and tailored journeying, seeing the world in true style, knowing that our friendly and experienced team of travel consultants is there by your side every step of the way. We'll bring the journeys to life for you and call on leading experts to get you the very best recommendations. Coming up in this edition, we're taking you to the elevated luxury of the Retreat by Celebrity Cruises, where you indulge the breathtaking 5-star surroundings of the ships and then retreat to your exclusive lavish facilities, enjoying suites with butler service, your own private suite lounge, sun deck and restaurant. The Retreat is your own world to escape to and enjoy the finest new luxury experience from Celebrity, while enjoying premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, priority boarding and so much more. Matt Alderton is with us from Celebrity Cruises to take us through the delights of the Retreat as we sail off for adventures to the Far East, Caribbean, Australia and more in fabulous luxury, as well as exclusively adding onboard credit bonuses for this show, and a chance for you to win something rather special. Details coming soon. Plus, cruise guru and leading travel journalist Jane Archer will be joining me later to share her insights and experience of the Retreat. But before all of that, let's start by giving you a small taster of some of the sheer indulgence you could be enjoying.
Indulge in the pinnacle of modern luxury with the Retreat by Celebrity Cruises, a private sanctuary offering an unrivaled holiday experience. This exclusive suite class enclave redefines indulgence with dedicated spaces and personalized service that elevate every moment of your journey. The Retreat features stunning suite accommodations, a private restaurant with world-class cuisine, as well as an exclusive sun deck and lounge designed for the ultimate relaxation and tranquility. You'll enjoy 24/7 butler service, a premium drinks and Wi-Fi package, unlimited specialty dining, as well as complimentary services all tailored to your preferences for an effortless and luxurious escape. Whether relaxing in your suite, savouring gourmet dining, or exploring breathtaking destinations, the Retreat by Celebrity Cruises ensures your voyage is nothing short of extraordinary. So get ready to experience travel at its most refined, where every detail is crafted just for you.
And here to indulge in all the gorgeousness of the Celebrity Retreat is Matt Alderton from Celebrity Cruises. Matt, it's great to see you again. Welcome back.
Great to be back.
Thank you so much for being here. So we're going to live the high life then for this hour.
Absolutely, and you know, at Celebrity we like to think we elevate everything we do, but when we talk about the Retreat, it's the next level, so excited to talk about it.
Yeah, see, this is what because I haven't yet tried the Retreat, so the great thing is we all get to taste it in this show, which I love, because from my perspective and my point of view, whenever I talk about Celebrity Cruises, I speak about the most beautiful, bright, modern boutique ships, which offer the best of everything anyway. So how does that get any better?
Well, you've got all of that, of course. You've got wonderful spaces and amazing first-class amenities, but the Retreat gives you something a little bit extra. So it gives you that space within the ship to go back, indulge, retreat, your own spaces, your own lounge, your own specialty dining, which you can have every night, and more importantly, the service, which is on hand for you.
Let's have a little look then, shall we? Of course, yes, big design names have been involved in actually the decor of the suites as well. We just saw Dame Kelly Hoppen there, who's been a big influence certainly on the Edge class of celebrity ships. But it is really nice, isn't it? That feeling of, I don't know, this is mine. It's almost like a little gated community, isn't it? and just that kind of cut above. And it really does. Psychologically, it makes a big difference. It's far from just, okay, it's a fenced off pool. It's so much more than that.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, the suites themselves, of course, we have suites ranging from, you know, bigger than your average cabin to palatial 2,500 square feet.
Some of them are on 2 levels. I mean, I've seen them. I've been on and seen them, and they are ridiculously glamorous. And you think, hang on a second, here I am in what looks like a Manhattan skyline apartment, and I'm on board a cruise ship.
Yeah, but if you want the ultimate in being looked after and being pampered, it's perfect. We have our butler service, of course. We've just recently introduced a WhatsApp service. So if at any point you want to contact your butler, just get them on WhatsApp. Any questions, any help you might need. It really is that kind of like way of just really switching off and being looked after.
And the whole butler thing as well, because I think some people misunderstand the butler thing. I think they expect that sort of Downton Abbey, there will be a man by the door 24/7. But actually, it's a lot more modern twist, even though we still use the word butler.
Absolutely. So it's casual. It's as casual or as not as you want them to be.
It's like a friend, really, isn't it? That can do anything you like.
They'll be there for you when you go to the lounge. They'll be there to help you in your stateroom. Even when you go down and have reserved seating at one of our chic night events, they'll be there to make sure you've got your seat, the drinks that you want, just to kind of hold your hand all every step of the way.
That's nice, isn't it? It's like a little bit of a taste of what it might be to be a celebrity just for a little while. Pardon the pun, as we're talking celebrity cruises. Let's have a little look then, shall we, into our first package, and then we can dive in to the whole retreat experience, because it really is very, very exclusive. And everyone I have ever heard of that has taken one of these retreat experiences has never gone back. They always want more and more and more. This is wonderful. Let's start then in July next year, and we're looking at Italy, Greece and the Adriatic coasts over 12 nights. We have got other dates available from May through to October, but if you can make the feature date, we've got some exclusive onboard credit coming your way. So we'll fly first from the UK out to lovely Rome in Italy for a 2-night hotel stay. Not a bad place to be, Matt, actually, for a couple of nights, is it?
Love Rome. Just, the Eternal City, beautiful.
Have you stood inside the Colosseum?
I have indeed, yes.
Isn't it vast and awesome? And you feel like a little ant when you are there. It's great for shopping. It's just a beautiful place to be, actually. Nice place to have a little bit of a city break. Of course, we can add more nights on if you want to, but you're there for 2 as it is. And here we are then on board now Celebrity Ascent for 10 fabulous nights, and we're in a retreat magic carpet suite here. Now, of course, we know that the Edge class, we know what the Edge magic carpet is. It's that wonderful platform that's all in orange on the outside of the ship. Sometimes it's a restaurant, sometimes it's a bar, sometimes it's dinner on the Edge right at the top. So where does a magic carpet suite, how does that fit into things?
So actually, a magic carpet suite is in the column where the magic carpet comes down the side of the ship.
So if it were coming down, it would come past my suite?
It does indeed.
But it doesn't go up and down like a yo-yo daily?
Absolutely not. But you can be sitting on your own terrace and see the bar come past you actually while you're sat on you're sat outside. So so in the centre of the ship, they're obviously far bigger than your average cabin, full bathroom facilities, beautiful, but a nice central location, so easy to navigate your way around the ship as well.
Well, that's true, of course, because the magic carpet, I hadn't even thought about that. There's another bonus, is it? Not only are you high up, but you're right in the middle, aren't you? Because, of course, the retreat suites are in the plum locations, aren't
Absolutely, at the top.
Best views.
Yes, and then the retreat area on all the Edge class ships are actually up at the top at the front. So when you are in the retreat restaurant, in the lounge and on the pool deck, you've got the best views from the front of the ship.
So your nose really is ahead in this case, which is brilliant. And of course, when you're in the retreat, if you're in one of these wonderful suites, you still lavish and enjoy everything, because these ships are beautiful. Edge class are stunning, aren't they?
Absolutely. You've got over 32 venues to enjoy, from restaurants and bars throughout the ship, so you are really spoiled for choice, as well as the exclusivity of the retreat area too.
And let's dip into some of that exclusivity as well, because you have your own suite-only restaurant. Tell me about that experience. So that's all the way through, and all the way through the day as well.
Absolutely. So you've got lunch and dinner served in Lumine, which is your exclusive restaurant, which is up there in the retreat area as well. You also have around the retreat pool area, you've also got a bar and restaurant, so for your daytime snacks and things, obviously all served to you at your sun lounger during the course of the day, and full bar service there as well. So
Marvellous. And we have drinks included?
Yes, absolutely. Premium drinks and Wi-Fi in all our retreat guests.
Wonderful. Wi-Fi is such a kind of given these days. And you know, even if it's not for, I'll just see what's happening in the news, because I think that'd be the last thing you'd want to go and look at. But I think because the ships are so beautiful, you will want to upload the many different vistas from the many different views just of the ship, because the ships are just beautifully designed, aren't they?
Well, if you're on our celebrity ascent, everybody has a picture with the octopus. It's the most famous view on board, of course. So
is that on the pool deck?
Absolutely, yes. Definitely.
Okay, yeah, there's always a feature by the pool. Oh, a lovely octopus, something different for the collection. Right, let's see where we're going over our lovely 10 nights then. So we're cruising out of the port for Rome and we are into Messina in Sicily. This is beautiful, lovely part of the world. There you are in the shadow of Mount Etna. You've got Taormina nearby. You've got Tindari not too far away as well. All wonderful places you can tour to. Day at sea in Katakolon in Greece. You can visit a family-owned farmstead on a tour here, or learn about olive harvesting and winemaking, all in one fabulous tour. And tastings, of course, it's got to be done. And just to say as well, when you're in the retreat, there are more tailored excursions for you. There are VIP experiences that you can book via the concierge team that are on board. Here we are in lovely Corfu. Do you know what? If that was my view, I'd be very happy for the day, wouldn't you? Dubrovnik next. So popular. You can take a boat tour around the coastline here of Dubrovnik, which might be nice to do. It's getting very, very busy and touristy there right now. But how about seeing King's Landing from a boat? That would be amazing to do. Next into Split in Croatia. The Krka National Park here is wonderful on a nearby island. I think that's the picture we're looking at there at the top. Wonderful waterfalls, lush greenery. Looks superb, doesn't it? Not how you imagine maybe Croatia to be. Bar next in Montenegro. You can explore local vineyards here and enjoy a lovely wine tasting tour, which would be quite a nice experience to do. You know, when in Rome and all of that. And when in Montenegro, why not? Try some different wines. Expand your wine knowledge. Back into Italy, into Naples now. There's a lovely guided tour to Sorrento and Pompeii here. You can sample the local delicacies. You can visit lemon groves and explore the historic ruins of Pompeii. And that would be a wonderful thing to do. And of course, there's lots of advice and there's lots of excursion opportunity that you can take up along the routes as well. And I guess you would know about that quite a way in advance as well.
Absolutely. So as soon as you're booked, you've got access to the Celebrity Cruises app. You'll find all of that on there.
Yeah.
Of course, once on board, we've got a wonderful short excursions team. But with you being in the retreat, actually, your butler or the concierge team within the retreat can help you make any of those reservations, bookings, help and advice. Whatever you need, they'll be there for you.
So really, the whole experience, quite apart from the accommodation itself, is all just about making life just that little bit more special for you.
Completely.
You just breathe in and out and the rest just happens beautifully for you. Remember, you're enjoying on this cruise a magic carpet suite, which for me is quite magical, pardon the pun, because you have just the most beautiful open views. And then you've got the bonus of, you know, seeing either above you or below you, the wonderful magic carpet, maybe even passing you as it's a bar. Phenomenal. Priority boarding is part of the whole retreat experience as well. There's welcome bubbly waiting for you, which is rather nice. Full premium Wi-Fi right the way throughout your cruise. Full premium drinks package, and it's a very, very comprehensive drinks package that is included with Celebrity as well. Plus, of course, remember, not only do you have your wonderful suite, but you have exclusive access to the retreat sun deck, the lounge and Lumine, the suite only restaurant, which sounds wonderful, and dedicated butler service available of course in person just around the corner wherever you are, but also available via the Celebrity app as well on the butler chat. The butler chat, that sounds very intriguing, doesn't it? Wonderful shore excursion tailoring that they can do for you as well. There is a private departure lounge for excursions for you as well, so you are straight off and on your way. Also priority theatre seating on chic nights too. Your butler will escort you down to your own reserved seats in the theatre. What an experience. Book now on our feature date, by the way, which is the 15th of July next year. And we will also add a bonus $200 of onboard credit for you exclusively for this show, which I think is incredible, which is lovely. Let's have a look at the overview of what's included in the offer. And thank you very much, Matt, for the onboard credit. We're loving that because, of course, that means treating yourself even further. I'm guessing that might be a spa treat, possibly.
That's what I would do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Book a massage in.
Definitely, yeah. And they're amazing. They really, really are. So return flights to and from Rome, a 2-night hotel stay in Rome, and you've got your wonderful Magic Carpet Suite cruise, remember, which is incredible, on the Celebrity Ascent. And of course, it's 10 nights on the cruise. You've got premium drinks and Wi-Fi included, speciality dining, you have that butler on hand, and concierge service as well. Plus, exclusively on our lead date, the 15th of July next year, we have $200 of extra onboard credit per booking for you as well. You're welcome. Call us now, 0800 953 4701. Now listen, if you book from this show as well on any of the dates, you will automatically be entered into a little prize draw that we have, and you can see behind Matt we have a grand prize, which is an exclusive money cannot buy. I don't think you can even buy these on board, can you?
You can't, no.
No, you can't. It is a Retreat wonderful carry-on suitcase, which I guess would that be a hand luggage side? Would that
Yes,
go
it
into?
is.
Yes. So that go into the overhead lockers, but please open them with care because items may have moved during the flight. So if you book anything from this show, you will go into a draw, and one of you will be enjoying that lovely platinum Retreat suitcase for free. Thank you again, Matt. Right, should we go to Australia next? Shall we? Why not? How about the Great Barrier Reef? How about Sydney in Australia as well? And let's do all of that in the Retreat as well, because the Retreat with Celebrity Cruises is kind of like the cut above. And when you have this kind of experience on any kind of cruise ship, the feeling is completely and utterly differently because it's not just the upgrade of the accommodation, it's the upgrade of everything. Now this is for January next year, and we are going to, on the 8th of January, fly you from the UK over to Sydney in Australia. Now it's a long old journey, so when you get there, chill out, relax. We have got you 4 nights booked in to a wonderful hotel in Sydney, Australia. I know it's on your bucket list as well, Matt. What would be the first thing you'd want to do?
Oh, Sydney, you've got to do the Opera House, and you've got to do the big sites, haven't you? And the
just
for sure.
In other words, everything.
Everything.
That's the thing, isn't it? You've got to go and see the highlights. I can't wait. Can't wait to go down under to Sydney. 4 nights in a hotel, and we are leading up, of course, to your fabulous cruise. Now we are on board Celebrity Edge, which is just wonderful. 11 nights, and we are in a Retreat Sky Suite on Celebrity Edge. First in the fleet. Ever so popular, lots of return cruises, go back again and again and again. What better place in the world than Australia to do a cruise like this? So what can I look forward to in my suite?
In your suite, so it's the same suite design as the Magic Carpet Suite, but actually you've got full bath, wonderful toiletries, all your amenities, and the same butler service.
All the ladies I know are appealing to me straight away. Hairdryer, is there a hairdryer?
Of course, hairdryer, makeup station.
Fantastic.
Of course, all of that.
Very, very good. And there's a nice welcome treat when I arrive as well.
Yes, we'll always have bubbles on arrival, of course.
Nice, which is very, very good. And of course, we've got the butler service on hand as well, should we need it. What kind of things do we tend to use the butler for in reality?
Often, if you've got any particular requests in the cabin, so maybe you want turn down service done at a particular time, or you'd like something added or changed from the minibar maybe, extra facilities, extra pillows, things like that. But they can also help you with those reservations, spa reservations, even short excursions as well.
If I had somebody's, let's say it was my significant other's birthday, or I've brought some other members of the family with me and they've got a birthday that they're celebrating, can they help make those celebrations a bit more?
Yes, and we'll do that all day long. Normally, if we know there's a birthday coming up, you'll see that from the date of birth on the booking. So normally they'll have that conversation with the other person before. But absolutely, yes, they'll definitely be on hand to be able to help.
Because I just think that would kind of be the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, to enhance an experience like this. Of course, when you're in the Retreat, when you're enjoying your suite, you are still very much enjoying all of the fun things that are to do on Celebrity Edge. It's just that you have your own kind of, well, it's called Retreat for a reason, isn't it? Yeah. So you have your own kind of heaven, if you like, to go and retreat back to.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get a great example actually being on the pool deck. If you go up to the pool deck in the Retreat and you forget your sunglasses, doesn't matter. We have Retreat sunglasses, which the staff will be able to give you.
Oh, okay.
If you forget your sun cream, we've got some very lovely sun cream.
Right.
Things like that up there on there, just to make sure you haven't got to think about a single thing when you're in the Retreat area.
That's great, isn't it? And of course, you've got the butler on chat as well, haven't you? Which is, again, very, very useful. Right, let's take our 11 nights out of Sydney. I don't know if we'll ever leave the ship, but a day at sea later, we find ourselves in Brisbane in Australia. You might want to go to Steve Irwin's famous Australia Zoo here, or maybe the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. Love that picture, wherever that is. just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Day at sea, we're in Airlie Beach, so we're up at Queensland here. This is key port for the Great Barrier Reef, of course. Lots of people take snorkeling tours here. If you're not a snorkeler, you can take glass bottom boat tours here as well. You can swim with the dolphins here too. Cairns we're also in for an overnight, which I think is really, really good. So we're there for 2 days, which is a real bonus. So you could take a couple of tours, or actually you could, spend time doing exactly what you wanted to. There's rainforests here. There's Corunda and the railway, which you just saw just a moment ago, spotting koalas, all sorts of things you can do. Then we are in Port Douglas in the north of Australia, Daintree rainforest close by, and you can trek from there to the Mossman Gorge as well, which is one of the oldest rainforests on Earth. Our next port is scenic cruising, actually, on Willis Island, which is just absolutely beautiful. Then we've got a couple of days at sea and we come back into Sydney. I think this is the right kind of length for if you've never been to Australia before, I think this is a good kind of first taster, don't you think?
Absolutely. You've got so much if you're going to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
You get to see so much on this cruise.
Yeah, I mean, there are some cruises that will take you, right the way around Australia, but you've really got to, you've got to throw a lot of holiday time at that. But actually, so many people want to go to Australia. And remember, you are enjoying all of the trappings of the Sky Suite here as well. And let's have a look at the retreat experience. So, suites all round. I mean, that's a good feeling already, isn't it?
It's absolutely.
I mean, listen, celebrity. I've said this to you before, Matt. Like, celebrity cruises, whichever stateroom you go for, you have the most amazing sleep. I don't know what it is, what kind of wizardry it is, but you just sleep amazingly. I guess that's even more elevated when you're in a suite as well. I mean, it's just going to be amazing. You've just got more space, haven't you? You're more of everything.
Absolutely. Well, actually, everyone does have the cashmere bedding and our mattresses that we're famous for. But yes, the beds are a bit bigger in the retreat class cabin. So yeah, more space too. Yes.
And of course, you can go out onto your balcony and you can lavish there. I guess you could have the butler send breakfast that you can enjoy out on the balcony.
Absolutely. 24-hour dining is included in stateroom dining.
Oh, okay.
Within the retreat. So yeah,
nice.
Anytime you get peckish, you've got that covered.
See, that's good sometimes, because if you're not a very good planner, and you kind of, with the whole main dining affair, sometimes on a cruise, it's like be here at this time or that time. And if you're outside of those times, then good luck. Yeah. In the retreat, of course, you've got your own dedicated restaurant.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is, again, it's going to be less people, isn't it, than any of the restaurants on board. Do I need to reserve a dining time for that?
No, you can reserve if you want to particularly, but if not, you can just turn up on there.
Okay, that's good. Because I think day by day, what you fancy changes, doesn't it? Even if you generally dine at a certain time normally at home, when you're on holiday, you might have been out on a long excursion, or you might think, oh, actually, the sun's still out.
Or you might be sunsets. You actually want to go and have that cocktail with sunset first and then have dinner afterwards. Yeah. We're totally flexible. The team there, they'll work around you.
And listen, what are the kind of people that take the retreat experience? Because people might well think, oh, actually, is this a little bit beyond me? Am I the right kind of person for this experience?
Goodness, I mean, I was lucky enough to experience the retreat last year, and you had everybody from different parts of the world, different walks of life. Actually, but the environment is not stuffy at all. It's really relaxed. It's really friendly. Everybody in the lounge was having a chat and getting on with each other. It was like United Nations on board. So it was really relaxed, really friendly.
So it's quite convivial as well. Actually, you get to meet wonderful people. You're just doing it in slightly more exclusive surroundings.
And when people see that you've got a retreat card, there's a smile and a nod when you meet a fellow retreat guest.
Yes, well. I was going to talk to you about this, because there really is, and I've seen this with, obviously there are other ship within a ship, offerings out there in the cruise industry. And people do sort of walk a little bit taller, don't they?
I think they do, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's something special. And a lot of people that are in the retreat, maybe this is not the norm, it's a special occasion. Yes. They've really given themselves a treat for there. So you should really enjoy that and embrace it.
But it also doesn't have to be a special occasion or a treat. It can just be your...
Absolutely, yeah.
This is the way we like to do it. Right, okay, let's look at all the inclusions then for this wonderful offer, which we've probably all forgotten by now. We're getting so lost in the retreat, aren't we? But this one, of course, is a wonderful journey down the east coast, should I say, of Australia. So return flights to and from Sydney in Australia. You've got a 4-night hotel stay there. You've got 11 nights on Celebrity Edge in a wonderful Sky Suite with all of the trappings that come with that. Remember, exclusively, if you book this through this show right now, an extra $200 onboard credit per booking. You're very welcome. Oh, and of course, entry into the prize draw to win the exclusive Platinum Retreat wheel-on case as well. That could be coming your way as well. Now, this is a big holiday and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to really kind of take in parts of the world that you haven't before. But I tell you what, you know, they say in the business world, like return on investment. So you invest a little bit more in your holiday, but it pays back 1,000 times over. You're going to love these experiences. More of them coming up shortly. Also coming up, Jane Archer is here, the UK's #1 cruise journalist, and she'll give us her unique take on the retreat feeling with Celebrity as well. You're going to absolutely love what she has to say as well. She loves the experience. Right, let's go to the Far East right now. And we are going here, there and everywhere on this next opportunity. And this is for the 9th of November next year for 20 nights all told. And we're flying out from the UK to Hong Kong, which is very, very nice. So ultimately, we're going to be cruising Vietnam and Thailand, but we're staying in both Hong Kong and Singapore. An extraordinary city, Matt. You've been, I know.
I have. Absolutely amazing. The skyline, if you go up to Victoria Peak and see all the skyscrapers, it's absolutely unbelievable.
Lovely. I'm not walking up there, though. There's a tram, I do believe, which is very, very nice. There's also an Avenue of the Stars there if you fancy doing that, which would be very, very nice. But of course, the main attraction on this offer is our cruise. We're on board Celebrity Millennium and we're on board for 14 nights, which is amazing. We are very much all-inclusive here as well, but the main highlight, of course, is that we're in a retreat Sky Suite. So we're very much living the retreat lifestyle all of the way through. And I think actually on a cruise like this, it's even more pertinent and it's even more special, and you value it even more where it might be a very unfamiliar part of the world that you're travelling to.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been to Asia, and I think a cruise is a brilliant way of doing that, because actually it's an assault for the senses. You go to these wonderful places and all the bright colours and the noise, and to come back to that calm, tranquil space that you have within the retreat is an ideal combination. And
to come back to all of those wonderful, well, it's kind of more than a welcome home, isn't it? You're not just merely joining the throng on board the ship. You are coming back to that extra warm welcome within the retreat, aren't you?
Absolutely. And Millennium's a beautiful ship, refurbished just a few years ago. She has a small, intimate feel anyway, as one of our smaller ships, but even within that, the retreat gives you that extra bit of exclusivity as well.
Which is very nice. I wanted to touch on entertainment, Matt, if we could, because you were talking before, of course, we have the prospective treat of having the butler reserve our theatre seating and take us down there as well. What kind of entertainment can we expect on board?
Oh my goodness, so much options. So we have house bands, so you'll have different bars where we'll always have live music playing, be it that a solo pianist or guitarist. We of course have our big theatre shows as well, so we'll have something in the theatre every night. It might be a full production show, it might be a comedian, it might be a singer, but something every night you'll have, which is always going to be spectacular. Which
is very, very nice indeed. It's all part of the kind of 5-star experience, because there are just so many treats, aren't there, on board the Celebrity ships. You know, 5-star is a term that's bandied around far too readily these days, but actually Celebrity really do deserve that accolade.
Absolutely, and actually Millennium's one of our ships that's also got a Forbes travel guide 4-star rating as well, which is a very rare accolade to have as well, so just to show the quality of service throughout the ship. And
that's based on recommendations from international travellers from literally the 4 corners of the globe as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is really, really important. So it's not, it's not a British opinion, it's not an American opinion, it's a worldwide opinion, which is great. So let's take this cruise then. Remember, we started in Hong Kong and we have a day at sea into Hanoi in Vietnam. Now we are here for 2 days, which means you could get a couple of excursions in if you wanted to. The wonderful capital, of course, of Vietnam here. There's wonderful pagodas, there's squares, there's temples, you name it, it's there. And you could even take a lovely Halong Bay river cruise as well. Nice. Next, a day at sea to Chiang Mai in Vietnam. This is the former imperial capital itself, and you can head into Hue to the High Noon Gate that we're looking at there, the Tomb of the Emperors and the Citadel. Lots more besides that. A day at sea, we're in Ho Chi Minh City next, where you can take another boat trip if you want to, down the Mekong Delta, explore the area's agriculture and daily life. Some really authentic experiences in this part of the world, as well as some amazing foodie tours as well. Day at sea, and we are in Bangkok in Thailand. Again, we're here for an overnight as well, which I think is so right. If you were designing this itinerary, you would definitely want to stop here longer, not only because there are so many cultural sights and sounds to see, but also you want to see how the city transforms of an evening as well, and maybe get a taste of that nightlife if you want to as well. Next, we're into Koh Samui, again in Thailand. Spectacular sights. I'd love to be taking a picture like that of wonderful, temples, pagodas, so much more. A couple of days at sea, and then we end the cruise in Singapore. But that's not the end of the holiday, because we are booking you into a hotel for a couple of nights to enjoy another fascinating city. Again, it's difficult to know because there's such a long sort of shopping list of must-do things in Singapore. Matt, have you been?
I have, yes.
What would be on your top?
The Gardens by the Bay,
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. There's also some amazing rooftop bars in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
80 stories up, so you get incredible views as well.
Yeah, you can just enjoy everything that's going on. Wonderful. I mean, if you've never been to this part of the world, it's kind of like pick and mix into some of the real highlights of the Far East here. It is incredible. I mean, Bangkok, oh my word, that's going to be a highlight. I also like the fact that actually, if you take a look on the itinerary, there's a nice balance between ports and sea days as well. It's important when you're taking an exploration to a part of the world that you don't know, that you also have some sort of chill out time and to enjoy this sweet experience.
Absolutely. I mean, you obviously have chill out time within the retreat area.
Of course.
The sun deck is, the best place to kind of absorb those views as you're going by. But yeah, absolutely, it's nice to have a mix of that city and beach life. Yeah,
I was just thinking as well. I mean, because traditionally a sail away event is quite a special thing to enjoy. I guess that's even enhanced within the retreat, is it?
Absolutely. If you're in the retreat in the afternoon, for example, you'll have drinks, afternoon tea and things, and there's a little bit of a fanfare when you are actually doing a sail away from there. Or on the top deck, obviously, there'll be staff around to make sure that you've got a cocktail in hand so you can enjoy that sail away.
It's a hard job, but someone needs to do it, you see. Let's have a look at the overview and everything that's included in this fabulous offer then. Remember, we are talking about a Sky Suite here, and they are amazing. They are just beautiful. They're so well appointed. Every area of every celebrity ship is so beautifully appointed, and Matt made the point earlier as well, is that they have frequent refreshes on board as well. So when we're talking about the boutique surroundings on board, they are boutique surroundings that have been recently refreshed and kept up to date. So many times you hear the term 5-star, and that sort of faded 5-star from some decades ago. With Celebrity Cruises, it's wonderful, it's smart, it's gorgeous. You've got 2-night hotel stays in both Hong Kong and Singapore on this offer here. You have 14 nights on board Celebrity Millennium in a Sky Suite there, and that comes with a premium drinks package, and it really is a superb drinks package as well. Actually, they're known for some of the deepest wine cellars at sea with Celebrity. Wi-Fi package, there's of course your own exclusive restaurant within the retreat itself. You have the butler service and concierge services on board too. Plus, exclusively to this show and to this date and to this offer, if you book it through us right now, 0800 953 4701, we will also give you $200 to spend on board as well, which is very, very nice indeed. So talk to our amazing team right now, 0800 953 4701. And joining me now to talk about life on board Celebrity and the retreat experience is Jane Archer, the UK's leading cruise journalist. Good to see you again, Jane. Celebrity, as we know, is something very special. Someone described celebrity cruising to me as it is for people who have nothing left to prove, who just want to enjoy unabashed luxury.
I like that description.
Do you agree?
Yes, I think that's rather nice, actually. Yes, yeah.
Because the ships themselves are beautiful, aren't they? The design-led nature particularly of the Edge class ships, is stunning, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, the Edge ones are amazing. I mean, they have got some big name designers in there, and the ships look spectacular. They, wherever you go, it doesn't matter which lounge you go into, which bar you go into, whether you go into the theatre, wherever, it looks amazing because these are real good designers that they brought in.
Yeah, and you can see their stamp all over it. It's almost, yes. I mean, you get the likes of Dame Kelly Hoppen, who specialise really in interior design, and let her run wild with, this beautiful ship of over $1 billion worth. It's just crazy. But let's talk about the retreat experience as well, because this is something which people more and more are gearing towards. It's almost like the ship within a ship concept, isn't it, with Celebrity?
Yeah, and the retreat is lovely. I mean, it is. The rest of the ship is fabulous, but the retreat, oh my goodness, that is something else. It is a ship within a ship, as you say. It's exclusive. You can only get in there with your key card that gives you that private access. You get your own sun deck, you get your own dining room, you get your own lounge, and the suites are just spectacular. And much of it, if not all of it, has been designed by Kelly Hoppen, and it looks absolutely stunning. Going back to the suites, you've got the villas. So you've got a 2-story villa, and then you have out the back door, you have your private sun deck. It is just a wonderful experience.
Can you touch on for me, because I've heard about this so much across, the cruise industry as well, having a concierge butler. How in reality do you actually make use of that butler?
Oh, well, the butler is there really to do all sorts.
Tell me more.
Well, first of all, they keep your drinks or well stocked to make sure that you never run out of, I don't know, whether your wine or your champagne or whatever it is that you fancy. They will book your shore excursions for you. They can book your restaurants for you. They just generally make sure everything is running smoothly. And I have to say, they're wonderful. I remember the guy that we had, and he was just so nice, really lovely, and he was there every day. Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can organise for you? They're there for you.
So
they love it.
Anything you need and anything you're unsure of, and I guess they must be fascinating people as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of the crew on board with Celebrity, particularly the likes of the butlers and the sommeliers, they're recruited from high-grade establishments around the world, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they really know their job. They are tip-top, and yeah, you'll never go wrong. You really will never go wrong with these guys.
Is it a completely different feel of experience then? Because Celebrity, as we know, is a glorious cruising experience for everyone anyway, but nipping back off to, I guess, the equivalent of the first class lounge with your own this, that and the other, that's got to feel a bit special, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know what, it's like when you get on a plane, isn't it? And do you turn right or do you turn left? Mm-hmm. And I mean, it is very much that kind of thing. And knowing that you've got this exclusivity, you've got your own private sun deck, which means that you can always find space, which is really nice, and you've got your own bar up there, and it's all just very, very special. I would say for a special occasion, you can't go wrong. But actually, why wait for a special occasion? I mean, if you can do it, it's just so worth it. You'll come away absolutely bowled over.
That's the difference as well, isn't it? It takes you out of your everyday way of life, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is because you're never going to do something like that normally, are you? I mean, how many times do you wake up in the morning and have a butler there saying, could I get anything for you, madam?
I wish.
I don't unfortunately have that. And no, and holidays should be that, shouldn't they? They should be something special. They should be something luxurious. And for Celebrity, that is absolutely what they deliver.
So you'll be turning left next time?
Oh, for sure.
Fantastic. Jane, thank you as always. My thanks to Jane. And of course, if you need any more information about the Celebrity Retreat experience, you can always call on our specialist consultants here at Cruise1st.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise1st, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise1st.
What an adventure as well. It's really nice and very, very interesting as well to get Jane's slant on celebrity, because she very much has very wide eyes in the cruise industry as well. So she sees all of the different cruise lines and all of their different offerings as well. It brought a smile to your face, Matt, as well.
Yeah.
To hear that kind of praise as well, because it means that celebrity's getting it right as well, doesn't it, for its passenger profile. And its passenger profile is kind of many and plenty as well. We're not even talking about people with, 3 very, very low to the ground cars in the drive, are we, here for celebrity?
No, absolutely. We do cater to a wide range, absolutely.
Yeah. And a wide age range as well, actually. That demographic has changed completely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It used to be the case that cruising would be preferentially for the more mature, but that really has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, we sort of our sweet spot is sort of late 50s.
Yeah.
So you see obviously we do have older guests, we do have much younger guests, but yeah, absolutely. We see every year we see that age coming down a little bit.
But you also see honeymooning couples
absolutely,
as well,
yeah.
who just want the very best of everything, and their eyes are turned by celebrity.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's that design and style.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You've got to enjoy it. You really, really have. And you want to know more about the range of different suites that are available on any celebrity sailing, talk to our concierge team now on 0800 953 4701. Right, let's head for the Caribbean now, shall we? You never have to persuade me. A wonderful retreat break for next November. Now, our 2-week start on the 10th of November next year, which is my birthday next year. Fantastic. Happy birthday, Derek. Let's fly off to Miami for a 3-night hotel stay. That would be wonderful to do. What a lovely gift idea. Whip round team. I'm ready for this one. 3 nights in Miami. Oh, my word. Top things to do in Miami for you, Matt?
South Beach,
Yeah.
got to go and see it. It's iconic. Windward Walls, the shopping, the beach. And I'll probably go and see some alligators as well out in the.
Oh yeah, well, when in Rome and all that. And here we are next on the ship, and we are back on Celebrity Ascent here as well, which is one of the recent additions to the Edge class. Of course, there are more on the way. I forget where we're up to now. We're up to number 5.
We're up to 5 at the moment. Yeah.
With another 2.
Well, 6 will be our 6 in total when we're finished.
Yeah, and plus the one you haven't told me about yet, I'm sure. But there we go. So we're in a magic carpet suite again. So again, this is the suite where you've got plum position, high up in the ship, wonderful open views, and the bonus that at any moment the magic carpet could pass by.
Absolutely.
Talking of the magic carpet, by the way, because of course you're enjoying that lovely suite, but also you can be enjoying dinner, can't you, on the Edge and the top of the magic carpet right up. It's one of the speciality dining options.
Absolutely, it can be, yeah.
It doesn't happen often.
At the top, no. It'll normally happen a couple of times per cruise where it'll come down to 4 and it'll actually extend out so you can be over the water itself having dinner on there.
That would be quite a nice experience. And of course, barring that, the next best thing, you're in the same part of the ship to actually enjoy dinner brought out to your balcony, of course.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah,
which would be a very, very nice experience to do. Spectacular ships, of course. The Grand Plaza is kind of like everyone's meeting place, isn't it? Be it day or night, because there's always something going on there.
Always in the Grand Plaza, but for an evening, to start your evening with a martini, of course, in the Grand Plaza, that's got to be done.
Has to be done. And lots of different spaces. We're just having a look through Eden here as well, which is a really interesting space on all of the Edge ships.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those places you kind of walk in and you're kind of a little bit bamboozled to start with, and you're just in awe of the size of it. There's lots going on there.
Incredible. You've got over 3 floors at the back of the ship, Eden, taking up. So it's a wonderful casual bar, beautiful surrounding, but at night an incredible venue as well, different entertainment options.
It's lovely. I think you'll really like as well just the massive range of just choice. And take your camera with you everywhere you go, I would say, on an Edge class ship, because you will always be taking pictures, and not just of the food. You know, everyone takes pictures of just their food when they're on holiday, but the whole ship itself is just full of pinch me moments, isn't it?
It is built for social media. I mean, just walking to Eden, you walk through a corridor of mirrors.
Yes.
Little surprises, bits of art, things that jump out and surprise you. It's, wonderful design. It's throughout the ship.
And so you've got all the beauty of the entire ship to enjoy, and then you have this wonderful retreat where I imagine that particularly comes into its own, for instance, during the day, maybe particularly in a place like the Caribbean, actually, where, you know, the pool deck, you know, everyone's there, and you've got your wonderful private area to actually enjoy your sun deck. Here's where we're going, by the way, 10 nights, of course, and we've got a couple of days into Philipsburg in St Martin, which is wonderful. You can take a high-speed ferry to St Bart's here for the upscale beaches and the French ambience, if you fancy. Next, we're in gorgeous St Lucia in Castries, and you might be thinking, what the heck are they doing? Well, they've just gone to the drive-in volcano. It's Sulphur Springs, and it has a relaxing mud bath there. So it looks like you can cover each other in it if you're of that mind. Looks fun though, doesn't it? Let's go to Grenada next, to St George's. There's an underwater sculpture park here, which you've been to, Matt, haven't you?
Yeah, incredible, yeah.
Yeah, so you can go and snorkel with the underwater sculptures there, which is very nice. Then we move on to Bridgetown in Barbados, where you can go snorkeling and swimming with the sea turtles here, if you fancy it, on a catamaran tour. Very nice indeed. You can have some lively music and some rum punches while you're at it. Well, you are in the Caribbean. No one's driving, are they? Hopefully the person driving the boat. Next to St John's in Antigua, you can visit a local rum distillery. There's very much a theme going on here, isn't it? These are tours from Celebrity, I looked up here as well. You can learn about the rum making process and enjoy tastings of various rums on a wonderful excursion. And of course, you've got even more VIP excursion opportunities within the retreat, haven't you, as well?
Absolutely. If you want something particular made, you want to do something, talk to the concierge, they'll organise that.
And they'll sort out things like private transfers for you, and all of that's all part of the concierge service when you're in the retreat. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Sounds very, very nice indeed. So remember, this experience is suite life in the retreat. So it's priority boarding for you. It's welcome bubbly when you arrive into your suite. It's a full premium Wi-Fi package right the way throughout the cruise. Premium drinks package, exclusive access to the retreat sun deck, the lounge, and the Luminae suite only restaurant as well, which has an ever-changing, daily changing menu, as well as dedicated butler service, retreat events, shore excursion departure lounge, priority theatre seating, which the butlers will actually escort you down to should you want to on the chic nights. And if you book now on our feature date, which is my birthday next year, 10th of November, $200 of onboard credit exclusively for you booking this offer right now from this show. Plus, you will go into a draw to win our Platinum Retreat travel case as well. It could be you, and there it is. Money cannot buy. You can't even buy these on the ships. This is an exclusive promotional item from Celebrity, which Matt has brought along just for this show. So everyone that books from this show, you will go into the draw to maybe be owning that. Well, imagine that, walking into the retreat with your own platinum suitcase. Thank you, very nice indeed. Right, let's have a look at the overview then and everything that's included in this particular package. And it's a nice winter package. I mean, quite aside everything, we're getting away to the Caribbean in winter, and that really is the best time to do it. You know, it is the most wonderful time of the year. I'm not going into a Christmas song, don't worry, but it's just a lovely time to escape from here and see some sunshine. 3 nights in Miami will get you nicely warmed up for that, and then you can enjoy your lovely Caribbean cruise in the retreat in a wonderful magic carpet suite as well. If you have any questions about suite life on board with Celebrity, then you can always talk to our concierge team that are dedicated to our wonderful luxury excursions here. 0800 953 4701. So let's take another glimpse into the retreat as well. Matt Alderton is with me from Celebrity Cruises, and actually it is your preference as well. It's one of those things, isn't it? it's once bitten, forever smitten, isn't it?
It is, unfortunately, yes.
That turning left thing, isn't it?
Yeah, once you've had it and once you've had that, I love to go and explore the ship and all the things that are going on, but knowing that you've got that little space to go back to, it's something really special.
And also as well, knowing that, for instance, for dinner, I mean, I looked at the Luminae menu and, it changes daily. But you're talking about some very, very premium regulars coming back again and again and again.
Yeah, absolutely.
The lobster will be there, the filet mignon will be there. And that's not something that you would expect to see on any menu these days without a plus so many dollars in brackets by it.
Absolutely not. The menu, the food, I can barely even explain. It's so incredible in the Luminae restaurant. And not just the food, but the service. It is like eating in a specialty restaurant every single night, and that's all just part of the experience.
And the thing is, I mean, you do need a good number of nights on your cruise as well, because of course there are all the other gorgeous specialty dining restaurants to choose from on the ship as well, which you will want to go and treat yourselves to aside what you're doing in the retreat as well. It's difficult. I don't envy your task here. Shall we take another wonderful journey? This time we're going from Spain to South America with a stay in Buenos Aires in Argentina. It's 20 nights and this is for the 19th of November next year. November's a good time to get away, isn't it, for one of these breaks? And we're flying first closer to home from the UK to Barcelona, and waiting for us is Celebrity Equinox, and we'll be on board for 16 nights in a retreat sky suite. We've been through the ships in this show, haven't we? Celebrity Equinox has a real charm, doesn't she?
Absolutely. Again, quite recently refurbished back in 2019, and I think these cruises are brilliant where you're repositioning to have the retreat experience because you've got more time to enjoy.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because actually when you're on a longer itinerary, and of course part of this is a transatlantic crossing, you have time to unashamedly enjoy all of the trappings. I mean, I think the great thing is having this Wi-Fi package as part of it as well, is that if you are halfway through a series on one of those streaming services or whatever, you can indulge in that while you're going transatlantic, while you're having the retreat experience. I mean, life doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Yeah, it means you can really truly switch off with no distractions. Well, apart from a butler bringing you a drink.
Well, yeah. Excuse me, have you interrupted me again with another glass of champagne? Oh, go on then. Spas are very, very important, and people tend to really take the time out to pamper themselves when they're on board one of the ships. How are the spas on Equinox?
The spa is incredible. So we've got the Persian garden. So we've got a garden you can use with the heated beds, big floor-to-ceiling windows, so you can look out to sea and enjoy that. Obviously, a whole host of also different treatment rooms, from massage to beauty to all those, everything you could possibly need.
It's quite nice to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
quite nice to do. And I noticed, particularly with Celebrity, that actually when you look at the treatment menu, it's way beyond what you would expect. I mean, listen, I don't spend every other day in the spa, but I looked through some of the Celebrity spa menus and went, I would like have not heard of half of the treatments, half of these beds. What does this all mean?
There's a real demand, actually, I think, from the market to be cutting edge, and that's exactly where we are with those sorts of treatments and things. So,
it's kind of in step with your environment as well, isn't it? Now, listen, I think a lot of people think as well, if you are on a longer sea day itinerary as well, will there be things for me to do during the day, or am I sitting and just enjoying it?
Well, you can absolutely, of course, do that, but you'll have a full entertainment program to enjoy throughout the ship, of course, as well. So.
And everything you can access through the app, so you can know exactly what's going on. You can talk to your concierge and butler about, okay, what am I missing today? What could I be doing? You can find out all of that. This is lovely. You're going to love this journey as well. It's really, really charming. 16 nights of fabulous cruising, sweet life, so much included. Sounds lovely. First day at sea, and we go from Barcelona to Morocco, to Tangier. The old town, known as the Medina here, is absolutely charming. You've got the lovely narrow streets, the markets, historic sites as well. Of course, you can visit the world-famous Casbah as well, which is the lovely walled fortress. And then we cruise the Atlantic for a few days, and you will love that. And out the other end, we pop out in Brazil, in Salvador. Pelourinho is the district here to head to with its wonderful architecture. We're looking at it there in the picture. has the convent with the gold leaf carvings. Wonderful. Day at sea, we are in Rio. It is time for you to party here or head up the Corcovado mountain to see that amazing Christ the Redeemer statue. Look at the views from up there. It's incredible. Of course, you have Sugarloaf Mountain here as well, again, for exceptional views. Couple of days at sea. We are pretty much at the bottom of the world now. Montevideo in Uruguay. There's a guided tour available in Montevideo, exploring the charming old town, the historic buildings and the vibrant neighbourhoods. And we finalise our cruise in Buenos Aires in Argentina. And this is where we end our cruise, but we're staying here for 3 nights in a hotel. It is a spectacular city. And there is so much for you to do, see and explore. So you need some time here. You've got the Recoleta there, which is the very chic area right in the capital. There's amazing architecture. There's brilliant shopping for you to enjoy right the way around the city. It's got a wonderful waterfront, which you can enjoy day and night over your 3-night stay before you then fly back to the UK. Again, amazing. You really, I mean, this is the kind of, what I would always say with a cruise like this is it's really designed and really great for people who are very, very busy, people who find it very, very difficult to switch off in everyday life. Because sure, you've got full Wi-Fi all the way through. You could work from home on board if you wanted to. I shudder at the very thought. Why would you want to? Because you're on holiday, but you can. The capability is there. You've got full, fabulous Wi-Fi while you're on board. But let's just forget the working for a second. You can keep in touch. You can relax and switch off. Enjoying sweet life, which means priority boarding when you arrive. It's priority everything once you're on board as well. Full premium Wi-Fi, like we mentioned through the cruise, full premium drinks package, your own wonderful retreat sun lounge deck. You've got a lounge and you've got the Lumine suite only restaurant, which is such a creme de la creme restaurant as well, included and exclusive for retreat suite passengers. You've got the butler service to call upon whenever you want to as well. You have exclusive retreat events, which we haven't even touched on actually, those little impromptu things that can happen exclusively as part of the retreat. I know Matt's going to tell me about 1 or 2 of them. Definitely. Priority seating, of course, in the theatre, and they'll even escort you to the theatre to your priority seating. And book this now on our feature date and you'll get a $200 onboard spend credit exclusively from us here at Cruise1st, just from booking for this show. Let's take a look at the overview then for this offer. I forgot all about the retreat events as well. I mean, there's those little impromptu things. And I never want to spoil all the surprises, because it could be the captain and the officers having a little welcome reception. It could be an impromptu performance of some kind. Just amazing. They're amazing little extras to look forward to as well. I imagine Sail Away is pretty special in the retreat. So you have your flight out to Barcelona included there. You've got your fabulous 16-night cruise on Celebrity Equinox. A wonderful journey, transatlantic, of course, going all the way from Morocco out to Brazil and Uruguay and ending in Buenos Aires in Argentina, where you'll have a 3-night hotel stay there. It's sweet life all the way on the cruise. And of course, exclusively, $200 of onboard credit per booking if you book exclusively through this show right now. And of course, an entry into the draw to win the Money Cannot Buy exclusive Platinum Celebrity Retreat carry case could all be yours. Everyone that books from this show, you will go into a draw and one of you will be walking away with that wonderful Platinum Money Cannot Buy. You can't even buy it on board, this one. Celebrity Retreat case. You're welcome. Matt, just in conclusion, because I can't believe an hour has already gone. It's just never enough, is it? For anyone who hasn't yet sailed with Celebrity, the overall offer from Celebrity, what is it and who's it for?
I mean, it's for everybody, but what really, I think I mentioned before, the point of elevating what we do is we work really hard to kind of elevate everyone's experience of what we do. So if you're new to a Celebrity ship, you'll find fabulous facilities, incredible styled ships, beautiful design, but a heart of service, which makes sure you're looked after all the way.
And for anyone who's sailed with Celebrity many times, we've got a lot of people who are watching right now who may have sailed with Celebrity 10, 15 times. The retreat experience, you've lived it as well. Take your Celebrity hat off for a minute. How does it feel?
You feel like royalty. You do feel like it's something special. It's something to have everything at your command. It's amazing.
And to have some of the most design-led cruise ships there are in the entire cruise market. And if you think about how big the cruise market is these days compared to 10, 20 years ago, I mean, to have that and to keep that level of, it is excellence as well, isn't it?
It is. We obviously a lot of investing and reinvesting goes into the ships to make sure they are, you know, the best they possibly can be.
And of course, very, very soon, you'll be back in the studio to talk about celebrity river cruising as well. But that's a whole new story, isn't it? Matt, thank you so much, as always,
welcome.
for coming in to see us. Great insights, as always. And yes, as soon as Celebrity announce more about river cruising, because there are 10 river cruise ships coming from Celebrity Cruises, I cannot wait. Matt will be straight back in this studio to talk more about them to you. Listen, thank you so much for being with us in our Cruise First Luxury Collections. All of our shows are on our website as well, and please give our team of concierges a call. It's a free call. I'll see you back here soon. Bye bye.